What's going on, G-Ballers? Today, I have an exciting new knife here to share with you coming in from Quiet Carry. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome to GBall Vision. Drop a comment down below and let me know what your EDC is for today. This is going to be a newer fixed blade that is coming in from Quiet Carry. This is called the Mark. These are available. There are a couple different versions that you can choose from. I will have links to Quiet Carry's website down in the description and in the pinned comment. This is a beautiful looking fixed blade right here. Now, some of you may know that I have been carrying the little brother to this knife for about 3 months, I would say. This is the Quiet Carry Shallows and has been my primary EDC fixed blade for the last couple of months, and I absolutely love it. It will probably never go anywhere other than if I need to test another fixed blade, but this has proven itself to me to be just an incredible fixed blade. Now, this is going to have all the capability of this Quiet Carry Shallows, but you'll see here, the Mark is going to be coming in Magnacut, where the Shallows comes in Vanex. So a little bit different when it comes to the performance of each one. The Vanex, that is definitely geared more towards corrosion resistance. It also has pretty good edge retention and it's fairly tough. Magnacut is fairly tough, has good edge retention, and it's also very corrosion resistant. So all in all, Quiet Carry uses a nice range, a nice range of steels that are just top tier quality. Now, in regards to the sheath that comes with this fixed blade, it's going to be very similar to the one that comes with the Shallows. A beautiful Taco Kydex sheath. It's going to come with 2 scout straps, and it's going to come with a nice deep carry clip, and that is what I opted for with the Shallows. As you can see here, this has been on my right side since the day I took it out of the box. How many weeks ago? It might even be longer than 2 months. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this guy yet as far as how I'm going to set it up to be carried, but what I really like is they give you a couple of options right out of the box. You can scout carry this on your belt. You can obviously lash it to a pack or something like that with all the different eyelets, or you can throw the clip on it and that will allow you to put it on the belt, put it down in the pocket, and or put it down in some sort of backpack and clip it in there. Now, we are looking at a stone-washed, straight clip point style blade. We have beautiful, and I would say the best G10 that I have ever handled coming from Quiet Carry. It is some really good stuff. At this point and at this quality, it's weird to say, I'm good with the G10, perfectly fine. And they use it, they make it so, their products are going to hold up over a long period of time. And this G10 material is going to do just that. Now, the good thing about a high quality G10 that's been finished right is not only is it going to look really good like this does here, but it's also going to provide a good deal of grip and traction on that handle that you may need at certain points. Now, this is going to be geared more towards a crossover fixed blade, I would say. Now, that's exactly what I mean is this could easily be a knife that you could EDC, but also you could take something like this out into the field and use this in an outdoor situation as well. Whether that's camping, certain bushcrafting tasks, this would be able to handle probably 70%, if not more, of what you would do outdoors. I mean, you could put baton with this, you could feather stick. I mean, all the things that you would really need to do. Not going to be much for chopping because that's not what it was designed for. But this is going to be a good size. It feels good in the hand. Let's get a spec check on this fella right here and see what we're looking at. We have a total of 9 1/8 overall, and we're going to be looking at 4 1/4 of cutting edge, and we'll call it 4 3/8 of total blade. Here are a couple of knives to compare this with. We have the Quiet Carry Shallows that I already showed, and we have the Kaiser Smolt down here on the bottom. You can see the Shallows is even bigger than that. How about something like the Scallywag Tactical Wanderer down here on the bottom? And we have the Concept branded Tiny Dancer in its premium form. And you'll see this knife, the mark, it's going to be quite a bit bigger than something like the Tiny Dancer, and it's going to be just a touch smaller than something like the Scallywag Wanderer here. This knife is an absolute dream out in the field, and this is going to be very, very comparable to something like the mark here as far as the size. But you have a little bit taller blade here, which should lend to better cutting performance, and it should be a little bit tougher as well. And one thing I really like is with both the Quiet Carry fixed blades and all their knives for that matter, you can tell they are very focused on many things, many things, but ergonomics being one of the main details. I mean, this knife feels like it was made for my hand. It feels very good. It has a nice swell to it, perfectly sculpted and chamfered, rounded off. You have some really nice aesthetic cues here on both sides. I love that little pop of copper color there mixed in with the black. It is definitely a good looking fixed blade. And two more for you. We have the CJRB Mutt up top here, and we have the Tenable branded Lucio. And the Lucio is a good size, and you can see here that the mark, it's going to be a little bit longer in its blade, but very similar in its grip length. A knife like this is definitely going to fill a lot of different roles for a wide range of people. Now, those people are going to have to be looking for a more premium ended fixed blade. These are going to come in right around $270. I don't think that is something I mentioned as of yet, but I think that is a very fair price for everything that I know about Quiet Carry. They're a phenomenal company who really gets the job done, and surprising enough, they do it very quietly. Now, the weight on this bugger is going to come in about 6.8 ounces with the fixed blade alone, and with the sheath and the scout straps, we are going to be looking at 9 ounces even, and probably going to be very comparable to the clip being on there instead of the scout straps. Probably still going to come in right around that 9 ounce mark and 254 grams. Let's see what kind of size we are going to be looking at in regards to this handle. I believe it's well over 0.6. And it's coming in at 19 millimeters and 0.74 there. So a very nice and thick handle for someone who has a little bit larger hands. This is going to be very ideal. We're looking at 133 thousandths there for the blade stock, 3.3 millimeters. And we'll move over to the edge here. And that is going to come in right there about 0.62 millimeters. And we'll be looking at about 24 thousandths in that particular spot with that particular hold. But let's see how this thing cuts out of the box. We have to remember to keep things in perspective with all things to deal with knives. And this is not designed or intended to be a super slicer, but that doesn't mean we can't get a knife that has a very good edge. And we are going to be looking at a beautiful edge, as I expected. I have to say also, that is going to be with their Van X. That is what I have the most experience with. Now, I have been carrying pretty often. I've been trying not to have two quiet carries on me at the same time, but the Waypoint LC is in Magnacut. And I've been using that quite a bit. Stropped it up once so far, stropped up real nicely. One thing I can say about their Van X, though, for sure, is I'll use the Van X, the shallows, for, a week or 10 days or something like that, right? And I'll take a couple of minutes, throw it on a strop, just, casually strop it up, and it will come back nice and sharp just after a couple minutes on each side, stropping it up, and it brings the edge almost completely back around. Still able to cut catalog paper very easily. Just some good stuff coming out of Quiet Carry, and they've had an awesome catalog going now for a couple of years. I picked up my first knife from them several years back. The Drift is what it was called, the Premium Drift, and it is a phenomenal knife in Van X. Quiet Carry is how I really first got around to Van X and actually checking out Van X and good quality stuff at that. And they definitely do a good job there. They definitely should have more recognition, in my opinion. We do have two Torques here on both sides. This is really cool. Who is it going to be a fit for? Well, people who prefer a larger fixed blade than something like the shallows here. It's going to be perfect as an EDC in that case. Very well rounded, very, very comfortable, has a little bit of heft to it. Someone who is looking for a companion fixed blade, this is going to fit into that arena as well. And someone just looking for a regular bushcraft knife, I think this would be able to do the job. I think this would take care of most tasks. Now, we don't have a sharpened spine here, so that is something, where you won't be able to strike a ferro rod, but you should have a striker with you anyway. But, it could perform, and I think it would perform very well as a bushcraft knife. Like I said, not a chopper. A lot of people will add in chopping as a bushcraft task, and not really. A chopper is a different animal. So, but as a bushcraft outdoor fixed blade, I think this would shine in that regard. I'm going to give this a shot. I don't typically EDC something quite this big, but I'm going to make an exception and give this thing a whirl. Now, we are also going to take this out and put it through a series of testing outdoors and see what kind of knife we have here and if it would make a solid bushcraft knife or not. You'll have to let me know. Is that something you would be interested in seeing here on the Quiet Carry Mark? I look forward to hearing from you. Let me know. Is the Mark something you could see adding to your collection? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. And the more people that see the videos, the better off the channel is. I truly appreciate all of you who hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, started doing the hype button. That truly helps as well, get the videos out there. Can't thank you all enough. If you're new here to the channel and you enjoy knives, EDC, and gear, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release videos like this every single day. I would love to have you here. I'm going to pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Have yourself an awesome day. I'll catch you on the next one.